Welcome, cartel members, Anons, Facebook friends, Twitter followers, random YouTube viewer. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julio, the Theorizing Theorist, and today we're going to be going over this mRNA versus Johnson & Johnson debacle that's going on. What vaccine should you take? I don't know. I personally don't want to take any of them and don't think I will. I'm pretty sure I won't. They don't scare me that much, considering how many people have allegedly taken them and have allegedly dropped dead. It's not that big of a number for me to be too concerned. So anyway, how does the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine differ from mRNA? What is the difference between how the Johnson & Johnson vaccine works and how the Pfizer and Mrna vaccines work? The ultimate difference is in the way the instructions are delivered. The Mrna and Pfizer vaccines use mRNA technology, and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine uses the more traditional virus-based technology. mRNA is essentially a little piece of code that the vaccine delivers to your cells. The code serves as an instruction manual for your immune system, teaching it to recognize the virus that causes COVID-19 and attack it, should it encounter the real thing. Instead of using mRNA, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine uses a disabled adenovirus to deliver the instructions. Well, why a disabled adenovirus? Why not a disabled coronavirus SARS-2, whatever? Why not that virus? Why are we using that one? Right? A little odd, right? It's a little odd because if you didn't know, the adenovirus is actually one of the 200 or more viruses that are included in the common cold. So the common cold, also known simply as a cold, is a viral infectious disease of the upper respiratory tract that primarily affects the respiratory mucosa of the nose, throat, sinuses, and larynx. Signs and symptoms may appear less than 2 days after exposure to the virus. These may include coughing, sore throat, runny nose, sneezing, headache, and fever. People usually recover in 7 to 10 days, but some symptoms may last up to 3 weeks. Occasionally, those with other health problems may develop pneumonia. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you one really wonky theory that it's kind of been nagging at the back of my brain. I'm going to let you guys see it. I'm not going to speak during it, but you guys could read it and you're going to see what I mean. So, well over 200 virus strains are implicated in causing the common cold, with rhinoviruses, coronaviruses, adenoviruses, and etnoviruses being the most common. They spread through the air during close contact with infected people or indirectly through contact with objects in the environment, followed by transfer to the mouth or nose. Risk factors include going to childcare facilities, not sleeping well, and psychological stress. The symptoms are mostly due to the body's immune response to the infection rather than to tissue destruction by the viruses themselves. The symptoms of influenza are similar to those of a cold, although usually more severe and less likely to include a runny nose. There is no vaccine for the common cold. I repeat, there is no vaccine for the common cold. The primary methods of prevention are hand washing, not touching the eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands, and staying away from sick people. Some evidence supports that the use of face masks, there is also no cure, but the symptoms can be treated. Zinc may reduce the duration and severity of symptoms if started shortly after the onset of symptoms. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, such as ibuprofen, may help with pain. Antibiotics, however, should not be used, as all colds are caused by viruses, and there is no good evidence that cough medicines are effective. So very interesting stuff, right? Now we're getting to the more interesting part here in a minute, but the common cold is an infection of the upper respiratory tract which can cause many different viruses: rhino, picomonas, serotypes, human coronaviruses, influenza viruses, adenoviruses, which is the one they're testing for, mind you. Not testing for, the one they're injecting us with as a vaccine. So we all remember how the vaccines work. They take a dead body, one of these dead cells, inject us with it so that way our bodies can easily defeat it and learn the code. So anyway, the only useful way to reduce the spread of cold viruses and physical measures such as using correct hand washing technique and face masks in the healthcare environment. Gowns and disposable gloves are also used. Isolation or quarantine is not used, as the disease is so widespread and symptoms are non-specific. There is no vaccine to protect against the common cold. Vaccination has proven difficult as there are many viruses involved and they mutate rapidly. Creation of a broadly effective vaccine is therefore highly improbable. Regular hand washing appears to be effective in reducing the transmission of cold viruses, especially among children. Whether the addition of antivirals or antibacterials to normal hand washing vaccine provides greater benefit is unknown. Wearing a face mask when around people who are infected may be beneficial. However, there is insufficient evidence for maintaining a greater social distance. It is unclear if zinc supplements affect the likelihood of contracting a cold. Routine vitamin C supplements do not reduce the risk of severity of the common cold, though they may reduce its duration. Gargling with water was found useful in one small trial. Thanks for joining me, guys. That's all I have for you. As always, you know the routine. To God be the glory.